Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do the third update, the third time to roll in new shadows for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. This was a project that was started by Looxi. I will have her listed down below in the description box and up here in the cards. The premise of this project is you randomly select a color of some sort. Either you can randomly select the palette and then hand pick the shadow. You can itemize all your shadows and randomly select them. You could even just select what shadows you really want to use. Honestly, there's so many different adaptations of this project. The way that I am doing it, I have every single pan of eyeshadow listed out in a spreadsheet. It corresponds with a numerical value, and I randomly select a number, and that corresponds with the shadow, and then we focus on hitting pan in that shadow. So I have 5 shades to talk about, but I will show you what the color story was looking like last time before we get started into this video. We had a pressed glitter, which I never had really worked on a pressed glitter in this type of format before. I did this project last year and then obviously this year. Never did it come up last year to do like a glitter, and I don't think I will roll in glitters. Not that I'm opposed to using them, but I am trying to finish a glitter up in a project pan, and using this glitter that was in this project, that is in this project, really deterred me from using the one that I want to finish up by the end of the year. So I think we're just going to not do glitters. There's too much of a focus then for me to want to finish up or hit pan in the glitter that's in this project rather than focusing on one that I need to like finish up by the end of the year, or else I just won't meet a goal for that one. So let's just dive in. If you are new to my project pans, I always over here put the tallies for the month, the tallies for the total amount of tallies, and then any weight change that has happened in projects typically. I think this is the first year I'm actually weighing my Pan Those eyeshadows, so I will put weight changes in with my tallies as well. The first item comes from my Deuce palette. This is by Juvia's Place. I'm actually really excited. I've been getting quite a few Juvia's Place palettes in this project already, and I'm very happy because this is one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas, and I didn't reach for them as much as I'd like to last year, and I feel like that's just like a general theme that I have with my eyeshadow collection. I haven't been reaching for them as often as I should. I was focusing on like the core items that I was panning and then like not really touching the rest. Long tangent to say, the Deuce palette was in. I didn't take clips from last time. I don't know why, so I won't have anything to like really correspond or correlate, but we didn't have pan, and now we have pan in that shade. I don't know if you can really tell. I hope you can. There was a big old dip in this, and it was honestly, I was like, I'm never gonna hit pan in this. This shade seemed a lot deeper than this one up here that I hit pan in previously prior to this project. But one day we sure as heck hit pan in this. It was a really great shadow to blend out some of the other bright shadows that we had in this project, and I was very happy to have like something more neutral to kind of base the colorful eyeshadows off with, you know? So rolling at least one shadow out and rolling a new shadow in its place. The next shadow comes from my C Color Savannah palette. This palette was wonderfully gifted, generously gifted by my friend Haley. Thank you again, Haley. I've been really enjoying this palette. This is a dupe of the Natasha Denona Safari palette, which I actually own the Safari palette as well, and I did a comparison video of them. I will have that linked down below to see if what is worth your money, what's not worth your money. But we rolled this guy in. I rolled the 10th shade, which was a really beautiful matte orange, and I was very surprised. I ended up hitting pan in it. Typically these take me about 2 months to hit pan in because I don't necessarily use them every single time I do my eye makeup. However, with the color story being so cohesive, I was able to use this every single time I did. I basically used all of these eyeshadows every single time I did an eyeshadow look. But I didn't take any pictures. If you've missed the last 2 update or videos I did, I got a puppy recently. We adopted a puppy, and it's been a lot to take care of it. So I've been slacking on, like, when I do my makeup, I don't take pictures because I don't have time. I'm dealing with a teething puppy, and it's a lot. The next shadow that we rolled in was my favorite palette. Apparently the palette that wants to be the center of attention in this project. So I've rolled this in 3 times now in this project this year alone, and I rolled it in a handful, maybe 2 times last year in this project, and no, 3 times in this project last year. So I ended up, I have this yellow shade here in the project, and we have not hit pan yet. You're not going to be able to tell because it's very hard to do it, but there is a very, very, very small dip happening. I have a feeling this is going to be one shadow that it probably rolls out at the 20 use mark rather than hitting pan in it. I actually did expand the pan in this shadow a little bit, not too much, and then I was able to, I don't know if I showed you that last month or if it was a this month kind of thing. I hit pan in this purple shade, so that was pretty cool. So, yeah, there is 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 pans of eyeshadow showing pan in this palette, which is pretty exciting, but I don't think the yellow one is going to be one that I hit pan in. It needs a lot of building. I do have it on my eye today. It's the very top transition shadow. It needs a lot of building up to really be impactful as a yellow, but it works very nicely to blend out the next shade, or one of the next shades we're going to be talking about. So there is that. That one's going to stay in. The next shadow is that pressed glitter from ColourPop, and this is the shade Set Sail, and I hit pan. I was not expecting to hit pan. I was trying to wear it down like in an even amount, but there's kind of like almost hard pan right here, like next to the pan. So it was hard to like use that set like in this little tiny ball of a section. So I think I'm going to possibly try to crush that portion out and flatten this again, but I did, for all intensive purposes of this project, this update, I did hit pan in this eyeshadow. This shade in particular is extremely similar to the one that I'm panning in my 20 favorites, my Ditch the Discontinued project pan. This is extremely similar. They are almost identical. One's slightly more cool toned, whereas this one's slightly more brown, like warm brown toned. So I would use them for the exact same purpose. So I just don't think I want to roll another pressed glitter while I'm working on a glitter in another project, you know? Then the last shade comes from my Juvia's Place Zulu palette. Again, another Juvia's Place palette. We had 2, 3. We had 3. No, this is the 4th time we've rolled a Juvia's Place in. So we were working on that shade earlier, but we were working on this guy here, this like shade it looks red in the pan, but it actually, like on the eye, it comes across more pink. I don't know, can you see the dip there? Maybe a little bit. It's really, really light usage. It doesn't look like much because you don't need a lot. That shadow is very pigmented. I do have that one on the lid as well. It's kind of tucked underneath the yellow. I tried to do like a cut creasy kind of look today. Not my normal kind of eye look, but I wanted to try something out. So I actually like this eye look though. I think the sunset vibes that this shade and the yellow shade give are beautiful. So I have not met my goal on this, but either I will reach for it 10 more times and roll it out at 20 uses, or I will hit pan. I don't know for sure. I have a feeling that one's going to be one of the ones that I want to just use 20 times and then roll a new shade in. So that means we get 3 shadows that we get to roll into this project, and I'm very excited about it. So I have my Pretty Random app here up, and we're going to generate 3 numbers to work on. So the first number is going to be shade number 100. Second number is 337, and the last shade is 394. So I'm going to go pick those out, and I will be right back. Actually, 394 is actually a shade that already has pan in it. It comes from my Profusion. It's a matte cream shade. I already have pan, so I am going to just randomly select another shadow. 22 it is. Oh my goodness, I am very excited for the shadows that I have selected today. They're great ones. And I think we might bring back the Build Your Own palette for the month series coming next month, because I rolled 2 single eyeshadows in, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. So I'm going to go from what I rolled in first to what I rolled in last. So the first shadow I rolled in is a ColourPop shadow. This is the shade Cloud. This was from the Magic Hour palette. Josh gifted this to me for my birthday this past year. So this is a beautiful, like, very, very light purple. It's so pretty. And I'm so excited. This is going to look so good with that Juvia's Place Zulu palette shade. Oh, I'm so excited. That's so pretty. That is so pretty. So I'm very excited about this one. I don't think I've used this once at all. So this will be really fun to use this month, especially since it's like springtime. Like, what a perfect shade to roll for spring. Yes. 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 I'm excited. The next shadow, I haven't looked at the actual shade, but I'm a little nervous because I know what number it corresponds to in this palette. So another Juvia's Place. This is the second time this palette has been in this project this year. This was in January, and we hit pan in a shade. I'm not ready for this shadow. So we got a very springtime shade, and now we got a very winter, like very autumnal shade. So the two spectrums, two complete different spectrums. That is that guy there. It's kind of like a nice chocolatey brown, but has like a little bit of redness to it. So I have a feeling like I could wear these together like this. I also think that this would look really good with that shade that I rolled into my Deck of Panning Project Pan. In fact, that'll look good, right? So at least we have another eye look that we could do potentially. So this is a little nerve-wracking to have this deep, dark, metallic shade in this project, but I have a feeling I could probably use it the same way I use matte shadows. So there is that. I'm not confident about that one, but we'll see. We'll try. The next shade I'm excited about because I always want to wear green eyeshadows, and then I never get green eyeshadows in this project, and this project always kind of dictates what I want to wear on my eyes because I want to obviously hit pan in my eyeshadows. So I rolled a green eyeshadow in. So I rolled this guy here. This is Corn Maze by Dandelions Company. This, I believe Haley actually gifted this to me for my birthday. Again, thank you, Haley. You are honestly such a gem. How many times can I be like, Haley gifted this to me? This was from Haley. I love Haley. Haley is my soul sister, and ooh, I haven't even given myself permission to swatch this. I don't think this is so pretty. Oh, I don't even need a second swatch, but I will because more is more in my book. Oh yeah, even these two. My finger, it looks disgusting. I'm so sorry. Even these two. That is going to be so beautiful. This just reminds me, screams like Legend of Zelda, like his tunic and his pants kind of thing, like maybe some Lost Forest Kokiri vibes. So I'm very excited about this green shadow. I'm excited about this purple, but whenever I see green, I'm like, yes, gimme. So I have those guys here. Let me swatch the other two shadows real quick. Okay, so I'll have a better swatch thing go up, but this is the color story we are working with. Honestly, this is pretty cohesive. I can see these three shadows in the middle being a good look, and then these three being a look. Plus I still have shadows from my Pan That palette, and I have shadows from my Fantasy Self Showdown palette that I'm doing with Haley, that will pair very, very well with this purple and this all of the shades really. So I'm very, very excited about what I can do. I promise I will work on taking pictures. The puppy has acclimated to his house, or our house now, and we're kind of getting in the swing of things. It's going on week 3 of him being here. So I think us and him are on the same page of our schedules of just aligned, where we know when his nap time is, we know when we can kind of get away with doing random chores throughout the day, working also. So I promise I will get pictures of my looks up. I have like one from this past month, so I don't even know if it's worth it. But yeah, that is it. That is everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!